Welcome to the Dixie Doggers podcast. We're here to share knowledge and heritage. We hope y'all enjoy. Southern Cross. It's the best cut gear in the business. We run it on our dogs. Hit up Dave Williams at Southern Cross Cut Gear. Go to www.hogdoggear.com. If you're looking for Brahma and Brahma Cross cattle, Marc Rankin with the Rankin Ranch 38 Cattle Company, he specializes in them. He is the man for the job. He's based out of Oglethorpe County, Georgia, and you can contact him at 407-832-2077.
If you're buying or selling land, farms, or hunting property, these folks know land. Phil Wilson with UC Hunting Properties, 678-791-3483.
Howdy do, everybody. Joey and Nate back here one more time doing it again. Dixie Dogger Podcast coming to you. It has been a long couple of weeks. We've been on the road. We've been moving and shaking and baking and humping and bumping and doing all that good shit. And so these other guys, they have been too. Of course, we got our monthly segment here with Boars N Broads with Carter and Ryan, and they've been on the road more than we have. And so I know them dudes are wore out. So what's happening with you fellas?
Not much, man. Not much. We finally got over a long week out west, but it's always a good time. It's always a good time.
Well,
now I'm back at work. Now I'm out of money.
I was out of money before I ever got home.
Oh, me too. Yeah. But
we had fun.
You know.
Yeah.
Oh, we had plenty of fun.
You can't take it with you.
No. But y'all kick into that. Tell everybody, what y'all did, or what y'all been up to since the last episode, I guess, and then and don't lie. Just be honest, guys. Well, you can lie a little bit.
Well, the last episode we recapped the Tulsa hunt, and then following that Tulsa hunt, we went down to Lake Blackshear area with a buddy of mine, Art Dormady's place down on ABCD Farms, and me, the girls, who else? Cody Godwin, his family, my buddy Brett Nettles out of Christmas, Florida, and his family, Carter, and we had a good time down there, man. It was dry that weekend. They were also doing controlled burns throughout that whole place, and it was hard to get on the pigs. But we caught like 6 pigs total, and we ended up catching a big sow the last evening we were there. I let Carter indulge on the story about what happened with all that, but we had a great time there.
Yeah, we had to go to the north. Wes had been telling us to go to the north because the pigs weren't on the south. And usually Wes is he's batting about 25% on his predictions on where the pigs are. The 3 previous years to this, Wes is 0 for 3. This year he was right. So the last day or the last evening, we went to the north, and Champ and 12 jumped a big group of hogs. We dumped a pile of dogs because at that point we was just like it was as much hog sign as we had seen. We were like we're gonna get something stretched out, and Champ and 12 jumped a big group of hogs. All the other dogs were right there with them. And they run out, and Cody was going to cut them off across the road, seen the hog cross the road, and the good hog, and he dumped everything he had in his box to it. So, we had a couple different races going on. I had to go pick up Earl, but the big sow we caught, she was figure 8 and trying to run back through all those little shit pigs and whatnot, and once she got that lined out, once she figured out she couldn't throw those dogs off, she put the Nikes on and went to stroking. And she's like, I'm going to leave the county. Well, we got, 3-4 different buggies. And,
it felt like we were deer hunting, man. You've been deer dogging. We felt like we were deer dogging. Like we all across the roads. We were picking dogs back up, throw them in the box. Trying to cut the dogs off, fresh pack them. But it was so packed and full of damn like briars and cutovers, but they also ran that hog about 2 miles through a damn fresh burn. Like there's literally fire on trees and everything. And they ran straight through there. It was really impressive.
There was one point I had 7 dogs on my four-wheeler.
Yeah, we were just picking up fresh pack and picking up fresh pack.
Yeah, just pick them up and cut them loose, and they finally kind of got it lined out, and I pulled up after I went and got a couple dogs. I pulled up, and they were all, because some of them were semi-open dogs, so they were all just wadded up in the middle of a clear cut right next to the river. And so I kicked a couple more in there. I thought she was just laid down in there, and they were trying to figure out where she was. Well, here come girls like across the road, and I'm like, that hog didn't run through there. Like I've been sitting here for 15 minutes. I know that hog didn't run through there. And all them other dogs were kind of still wadded up in there, and she just trailed off. I said, oh well, maybe she's got another hog. And about 5 minutes later, I get a phone call from Cody Godwin. I look down at my Garmin, and girl is in the middle of the Flint River.
Yeah.
Grinner's over there. She's got him bait out there, boys. He hung up on a cypress island. They got him bait out there. And he sent some more dogs to him. Sent some more dogs to her. And, man, that river, I mean, it's probably – it might not be 100 yards. It's probably, I don't know, 75 to 85 yards. Yeah. It's pretty big. And
they have, it's right there on the dam. They have one of the locks open.
Yeah, they have one of the power generating blocks open. And, we're sitting here, and all we got is open sight rifles. And I don't even think we had one of those. I think it was in my truck. And it's like, somebody's got to swim. Well,
and we had about 30 people with us, and then one of my dad's buddies showed up, and he ain't never been hog hunting, and he thought we were chasing ghosts, like bullshitting the whole time. And I said, "Come on, Scott, we gotta go look at this hog in the river. We go help these boys." And he was so amazed how it can go from like being kind of boring, not necessarily boring, but like nothing happening, all of a sudden, Carter and Cody about drowning in the water. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Or let's rephrase that. Carter about drowning in the water.
Because I did almost drown. I started off, I looked like Michael Phelps swimming across there. I was stroking because that water was cold. It was probably about low 50s. And anybody that swam in low 50s knows that's cold.
Yeah.
Well, I said I got to get as far as I can get really quick because I know. And about 3/4 of the way to the island, everything shut down. Everything.
Well, before you even jump in, man, you were smart enough to at least like go up the river a little bit, then jump in and kind of float to him. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Grinner was fixing to be in the ocean.
Right by him.
He jumped in where he jumped in. I said, Cody said, we going to go get him? I said, yeah, cuz I'm going to get up current, though. I'm going to drift into him. And, well, we we're getting there, and the hog sees us coming and starts swimming instead of just staying on the island like a good little hog. He starts swimming. Of course, it's a sow. If it was a boar hog, it would have stayed on the island.
Yeah.
But
they're all baying, and then I saw old Stinky Pete get in there, and I'm like, son of a bitch. He gonna go in there and try to catch her, and that's exactly what he did.
Hung him.
But Grinner finally got it apprehended. He tried to get it apprehended. He stuck it a couple times, and we was like, all right, she'll die in the river. No, we finally get over the bank. I'm laying there puking, and Grinner said, "Come on, boy, we got to go. We got to go." I said, "That
hog broke after y'all stabbed it or whatever. They broke and swam to back to us. And I had Cody's dog, Catch Dog. What's the Poncho? I had Poncho, and we're about to stick him on the damn, like right there on that little beach right there. I was like, hell yeah, this hog's about to run up here. We're gonna stick this hog. Everything's gonna be gone. No, they saw us, and that hog swam right directly back across the river. Now they're probably about 200 yards away along the water, and Carter and Cody are there throwing up and driving. Cody really making it down to him.
I wasn't driving. I was puking.
Yeah. So Cody finally gets all the way down to him, and Cody's like Superman suplex dives off this thing, catches the hog, and then just drowns it. And then I holler at Carter to go there and get Stinky Pete because all the dogs came back, but Pete's over there on the damn bank. about to drown and going up under. He went like under 3 times. I was like, golly, I'm about to lose one of my good dogs. But
Pete.
sorry to say,
we got her apprehended, and then some good Samaritans come and picked us up, and we didn't. I mean, granted, we wasn't where we were supposed to be, but we hear this truck coming, and we was like, there ain't no way, them boys, because you got to drive 45 minutes to get across the river because
from where we was. Yeah, there's no bridge, so we had to drive legit 45 minutes all the way around. Me and my dad to go get them. It's insane, but you can literally hit a golf ball. You can hit a golf ball across the way, but you got to drive 45 minutes to get them.
Yeah,
we said they ain't no, and them folks pulled up. And me and Grinner was like, "Oh, we've been saved, buddy. We've been saved." Yes, and sure enough, it wasn't who we thought it was, and we were like, "Uh-oh, we might be in trouble." But no, they were good folks. I mean, they helped us winch the hog out, took us back to their house, give us some warm clothes, and even a cold beer. And I surely appreciated everything that they did for us, because you know how it is. Most folks ain't like that.
Pretty sweet right there, because usually it's totally opposite, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Well, they also lucked out. They lucked out and had a real nice big old winch. Yeah, that guy had a big old winch on the front of his truck too. He was able to winch that thing up out the river.
Oh, because me and Grinner was tapped out, son. I told Cody sitting over there on the bank when we finally got across. I said, Cody, I don't care if there was $1 million sitting back on the other side of that bank, I would not swim across it. He said, "Yeah, because you'd be dead."
He didn't have.
And I sure would have.
Oh man.
No, I didn't have no faith in myself. I swim like a rock. Man. I can't swim worth a lick, but I'm gonna get out there and try.
There you go. That was, you said, the Flint River?
Yes, sir, the Flint River.
Okay. Yeah, and I keep life jackets on my buggy all the time for stuff like this. And I was calling for life jacket and stuff, and they can't see it. Well, the life jacket got tucked up between the seat and my damn headrest on my buggy, and nobody saw it. So,
oh man, if I'd had a life jacket, I'd have been on Bruce. I'd have been like Bruce Lee on that hog. Yeah, I'd have felt a lot better about myself. I'd have felt a lot better. Man, man, y'all know what I'm saying. Once we go ahead, Ron.
I was gonna say the cool thing about that whole thing was, like, we got the hog loaded up and everything. We made a 45-minute drive back to where the camp was, and we pull up to the big old house we were staying at, and all our daughters come out and kids come out, and they were pumped up. I wish we had a video of that, Carter.
Oh, they were fired up, man, when they seen that big old house.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Right there, having the kids, man. Having the kids out there, that's just, you can't beat it.
Nope. Not at all.
I thought it was a big old boar hog when he was standing out there on that cypress island.
Yeah, the old 12 looked good out. Oh, 12 looked good out there. That old bay pen dog looked good out there banging that thing.
Hey, 12 was perched up like a pigeon, sitting on one of those cypress trees, because he don't like to get wet. So he was out there. He was out there with 4 feet on about a beer lid versus worth a cypress knee, and he's up there perched up like a daggum pigeon, baying the piss out of that.
Yeah, he still got damn cypress splinters in his paws.
Yeah,
bay dog, extraordinary.
Yeah,
it sounds like y'all had a damn good time.
Yeah, so that was a good time, and then like a week after that, we started, me, Carter, and old Drewski headed west towards South Texas, and had a good time down there, man. That was some of the hardest hunting we've done out there. We've been going out there for 3 years now, I guess. We've been out there 4 years, technically hunting Texas, but 3 years with them guys, and man, it was dry. It got hot quick and windy. We was actually really impressed with the dog work. For sure.
That's good right there. As long as the dogs did their job, man, you can't beat it.
Yeah, Josh has a dog named Deuce, and that's a hunting son of a gun. Ain't she, Carter?
Yeah, no, she really impressed me, man. It was probably, I don't know, it was like 1 o'clock, and we ain't found no hogs in a minute, and the wind's blowing 20 miles an hour. It's dry as it can possibly be. And she trailed off probably 600-700 yards and found a big old group. And then once the group was broke, we were in them. But
Yeah.
you know, the other dogs had casted and casted and casted, went hunting, you know, 400 or 500 yards, and she snuck off and found a big old wad. And I mean, it's you know, 80 degrees and the wind's blowing 20 miles an hour, and it's dry as it can possibly be. And for her to go out there and find a group of hogs, I mean, that was pretty impressive to me. Now, I know there's plenty of folks on the internet that have better dogs than that.
Oh, way better. Without a doubt. Way better. You already know that shit.
Yeah, they could find them in 105 degrees with 50-mile-an-hour winds, and it ain't rained in 2 months.
Yes.
But it was pretty impressive dog work, in my opinion. Now, Trey on the
shooting.
Trey shooting. We got one cut out into the field. Here comes Josh ripping across the field on fuller, trying to run it over. Well, he cuts. Josh ends up in the daggum ditch, and you can only see the top of his head. So he's got to get his fuller off. So we take over the race, start running this sow across the field, and we finally get it lined up. Ryan's buggy's too high, so we keep running her over, and it's too high to even do any damage. She just got a headache off of it. Well, Trey said, hand me the 30-30. This joker, I kid you not, I've seen some misses in my life, but he was like 4 feet over, 2 feet over, 3 feet low, and then he finally
shot the leg off.
Yeah, he finally got her on his third shot, and I run out there and stuck her. But no, we have a blast with those guys, man. Them folks out there are like family to us, and we sure.
Yeah.
They daggum feed us. They give us a place to sleep. I mean, and it ain't no half-ass food either. It's real good food, and we're real thankful for our relationship with them and everything that they do for us every time we go out there.
Yeah, that's. I know y'all got pretty close with them over the past few years, and I mean, like, you know, I've talked to Trey and Josh and them back and forth on, you know, whenever I seen them in person, and of course, you know, on Facebook or whatever, and they just really seem like they're down to earth, really genuine people, and that's
well, they are.
You know, and that's what that's what everybody needs to do, is to open up a little bit and accept new people, and like, hey, y'all come and hunt with. I know, and it is hard to do because there's some that's gonna burn you, or and not everybody's like those guys, you know. But my hat's off to them for doing that, and that opens doors to create a relationship, and you know, it works out good for everybody. So I'm glad that y'all are involved with them. I'm glad that they're in the hog dog world. I'm glad to know them.
Well, yeah. Well, there's a reason why we've been back going there for 3 years. Man, they're just their hospitality's unmatched, and they're fun to hunt with. I mean, they don't stress out too much, and we have a good time. We have a great time.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, I like hunting with people like where it ain't a competition, where it ain't a pissing match the whole time to see who does what.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like we appreciate good dog work, and it doesn't matter if their dogs do it or our dogs do it. Whoever's dogs do it, we appreciate good dog work. You know.
Yeah. Hey, I read to say they tell about the first hunt, one of the first casts we go out there. Dogs go out, they go like 600 yards, they come back, and they go to a little cast. Right, we're about to load up, and then Drew's got this little black dog he got from Lulu, Finley, and it starts baying like 300 yards. We're like, oh shit! So all the damn dogs that we have there pile into it. They get there, they're baying like hell, baying like hell, baying like hell, and we're like, all right. Well, Drew's like, I'll go check it out. It's on 300 yards. I'll go check it out. He calls me. He gets there, finally calls me. He goes, hey man, all these dogs' faces are like jacked up. And who was there? Torres was there, and Josh was there, and they're like, man, they got us some javelinas, I guess.
Okay.
So we went over there, and Carr would tell a story about shooting them with a 45-70.
Oh, man, so I get down, and we ain't got but one dog over there at this point. And I get down, I see that javelina. I was like, oh, buddy, you're fixing to eat 300 grains of lead right to the face. And I shot that one, and I look in there, and I was like, oh, there's another one. So
they were in a culvert pipe.
Yeah, they're in a 18-inch culvert pipe, all wadded up in there. Well, I shot that one. And I was like, oh, there's a bunch in there. So I went over to the other side, and I just kept shooting them. And I shot like 4 or 5 of them, and I run out of bullets and get down there to look because you need a flashlight to see in there, and I'm just shooting eyeballs. But get down in there to look because I was like, oh, that's got to be all of them. Well, I get down there to look, and one of them comes flying out. I said, nope, that ain't all of them, boys. It's time to go.
Thank God we ain't send Drew in there to grab, or thank God Drew didn't go there and grab the first one.
Yeah, no.
Them things
it's nuts. I've been around some hogs and like 180-pound hog, 150-pound hog with like 2-inch teeth will like do damage on a hog, like kill a hog or kill a dog. Those javelinas are the worst things I've ever seen. I don't wish those things on nobody.
No.
They're terrible.
They ain't but like 50 pounds either.
Case Frida sent me a Snapchat earlier. And
he caught one today. I seen that.
Yeah. And his dogs throttled it. And I was like, dude, what are you, he was like, oops. Everybody.
Yeah, he said the bulldog too. It's a oops.
Yeah, that's what he's like, oops. I was like, man, I've heard horror stories about those because like when I first started hog hunting, I wanted to catch a javelina with my Jags. And they were like, well, you think that. And I'll be honest with you, we would have called it. I mean, I'm just going to, back then, I'd have sent them. I ain't even going to lie about it. I'd been like, go get it. But you also, it's a small dog. They move really fast. And they have, I'm not going to say they don't have any chance of not getting hurt, but they have a less chance of getting caught as a big dog does.
Yeah.
They just move. Yeah. They're really quick. So in my mind, I had all this worked out, but I never did go do it. And I'm actually thankful that I didn't because I look back at it now and I was like, I'm a dumbass and I would have done something stupid. It's probably better.
Them things are like, like that one core dog I got. I'm so happy she didn't get her eye bit out because like right around her eye, she got jacked up. I know a couple dogs got hit in the mouth, hitting them. I'm like, oh my God, dude. Like, and they said they got a nasty mouth and their face just, or whatever bite swells up like a damn snake bite.
Well, when we pulled up, I seen the dogs. I said, damn, y'all got into something. I was like, shit, I thought they didn't got a hold of a mountain lion.
Yeah, it looked rough. It looked like a puma.
Her little hard-headed ass came from Braveheart Kennels, and that was the first cast we just got there hunting, and she hunted the rest of the week like that, all tore up. And it really didn't phase her, did it, Carter?
No.
It never slowed her down.
No.
She's mad at him. She's mad at him right now.
Yeah, she's mad at them hogs right now.
So you got her from Mr. Dickey and Miss Bridget?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, they've got some really good dogs.
They got some for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. They're all. I mean, they won the puppy class, but like they're not always in the top 3, but they're always in the top 5. It seems like a lot of the time.
They're always a contender.
Yeah, their names will be brought up somewhere within the weekend, whatever bay they go to. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, that's exactly right.
And then dogs are breeding is like everybody shits on them bay pen dogs, but man, the ones they got, they go they go.
I think the whole deal with the bay pen dog stuff, and like y'all prove it every day. We do the same thing, what was it, yesterday or Saturday? We had one bayed, and Junior goes in there hot. I mean, wide open. He gets cut up. And he's a pro bay pen dog. Everybody you talk to or that people that don't deal with bay pen dogs, their first thing they say is like, a pen dog, they're not going to do that. Well, you better let them know.
And it depends which ones you got, man.
Yeah, I mean, like they bay so hard, it's really too much for the woods almost as far as the baying ability. The hunting ability.
The first time.
Go ahead.
Yeah. The first time I took her out hunting, the first hog she's got on, she got like trampled and like rolled up like a mug.
Yes.
Because she's too damn close.
Mm-hmm.
And she's finally figured to back up, but she's so damn headstrong, man, and mad at him. Like she's a good one. I want to breed her or something, but I might have to breed her or something loose. We're in talking about breeding her in a 12 or something like that to make some cross bay pen dogs and the hunting dogs or something like that. But she's just hot. Like she's hot.
So we did that. We took which Chaos and Junior, they're not super loose dogs by no means. They stay back about 4 to 6 foot. Sometimes they get a little closer, sometimes they're a little further back. But we bred Junior across the blackmouth cur that's pretty hot. And, man, it worked out. Those puppies will stay back about 8 feet. And
we'll be back after a quick break.
A quick thanks to supporters of the Dixie Doggers podcast. Southern Cross Cut Gear, UC Hunting Properties, Rankin Ranch 38 Cattle Company, Animal Housing Solutions, Boars N Broads, Ada Y Transport, Crockett Taxidermy and Processing.
Are those the Brenda ones?
yeah,
Is that the one I gave Brett?
yeah,
One of them or no?
yeah.
Oh, yeah. He likes them, though. Them dogs will turn on. Yeah.
They're I think saying I hadn't talked to him. I think Nate talked to him a
Yeah,
little
he
bit.
sent us some video.
He's still working them.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, they're still really young.
Oh, yeah.
They're just now
Yeah, they're
5
young.
to 6
Yeah,
months
yeah.
old. But anyway,
But they'll bay. Yeah.
the other day we had them out just running, let them out of the kennel, run around some. Well, they wound up down there at the pen, and we just left them down there. And I was talking to
Just
Rusty.
standing outside the fence baying.
Yeah, they were outside the pen. So I was talking to Rusty, and literally went in the house, had lunch, messed around for a little while. I come back outside. It'd been an hour and 40-something minutes from when I talked to
still out
Rusty. Yeah, still out there baying, 6 months old. So they had been baying for over 2 hours. And so I'm really liking that part. So the bay pen dogs, hey, don't sleep on them.
And it's bullshit. There's one running around somewhere up in North Carolina. I heard that, man. That's pitiful. That's a shitty situation.
The puppy that I sent him was the one I wanted to keep for myself.
Yeah. I heard that today on the podcast. Tree talking time with Ben Sheets. But man, that's heartbreaking to hear, man. You trust somebody to try to do something with your dog and stuff like that happens. I'm sorry you had to do that shit.
I just told Nate a while ago, I was like, it's disheartening. I said, but even in the same sentence though, I'll give somebody else one. I'll do it again. I'll keep on until I find the right person to do it. That boy's young. He's not 12 years old. Like I said, he's 17, 18 years old. He ought to know a little better than that. Yeah. But his dad, he said his dad kept pushing him to do it. It's what he told Jacob. And I'm like, his dad ought to know better than that.
Yep. If he had any hunting relation,
that's ridiculous, But there's nothing I can do about it.
I'm sorry to bring that up.
No,
I'm sorry to bring it up. I know it probably.
No, it's one of those things, and people need to know that. That's why a lot of guys, when you call them and say, "Hey, man, you got any puppies available?" They're like, "No, I don't sell puppies, and I'm not going to give nobody a puppy." They're assholes, and that's why you keep getting shit on like that, man. Eventually, you just get tired of it. Yeah, which I've done it. I've done it so long now. It's like, I kind of expect it. I just don't know which one's going to do it.
Yeah. That old, speaking of puppies and stuff, that old puppy that Carter's got, I call him a puppy, he ain't a year old yet. Old Frederick Roper Oswald, he's hunted really good out in Texas. Yeah, he got out with that deuce dog. We were talking about Josh's dog. He got up under a fence. I don't know where we was hunting. We was hunting on all the space we were supposed to be hunting, just so everybody knows. Don't get nobody in trouble. But they got up under a fence and was bait about 400 yards, and he was right there stroking right there with them. Really? He did really good. Yeah, he's turning on pretty good. Hell, Carter took him the other night. He did really good.
Good deal.
Old Fredward's going to be a dog, maybe.
Yeah.
If I don't ruin him, he'll be a dog.
Yeah, I got one out there now. Oh, Tough. I think he's going to do that. He went with was it yesterday or Saturday? What day did we go? Was it Saturday or Sunday? No, Sunday we went hunting, and I took Rick. We let Rick out. We'd done cast a couple times. Well, I was like, I told Nate, I was like, I had my little pup Tough. He's 8 months old. I said, I'm gonna turn him out and see how he goes. We carried him a few weeks ago with other puppies, and it was a disaster. Of course, he went out there and went to sleep. He went to sleep in the road. I just laughed about it. But anyway, when that son of a bitch come out of that box, like he was all business. And they
Heck
hunted good for what, like 600 yards real slow.
Yeah.
And then Rick started lining one out, and it was well over a mile before we went and got him. So
Damn.
yeah, he's I mean, after he made past a half a mile, I was like, this pup ain't coming back. He's gonna go. And we done got way off our property, way where we didn't need to be. So we went down there and cut them off, and they were over a mile. So I was very, very pleased with that puppy. If I don't mess him up, I'm like Carter. I've been known to mess stuff up.
That's right.
Because you can give me a chicken sandwich on a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich on a Sunday, and I mess it up. I guarantee you that.
Damn.
Hot
That's
one.
right.
Damn.
I'll find a way. I promise you.
Oh, I believe
No, I
you.
do all right with them dogs, but yeah, old Fred's been going good. I kind of had the same situation happen the other day. He ain't casting super well by himself, but he's been rolling really good with girls.
That's what I like to put them by themselves, if I can. But at the same time, man, if you got an older dog and they'll go with it, shoot, man, that gives them the first couple of times, gives them some confidence.
Oh yeah, I mean when that joker's a year and a half, I mean I'll take all them other dogs away and make him do it by himself, and I'll sit on an oak tree and take a nap till he goes and does it by himself. But no, he split off. He split off and took one about the same. He took it about a mile, and
Sweet.
I sent a Snapchat to the boys, and I said, "Boys, I got to go get him. Fredward is out there yonder." And I drove all the way around and went and got him, and then cut him back loose, and we went and caught another hog. I mean, we caught 3 or 4, but he's going real good. I'm real excited about him. He's got good temperament. He's got intelligence. I mean, I posted about him last night on Facebook. Like a dog that's got intelligence at that age.
Yeah,
I really like that. When you got your brain.
Roper said that's the first dog his dad or they have gotten out of within like 30 miles of their house.
Yeah, that's
like
why
the first dog they have let out.
I ain't messing with Mr. Oswald because he'll probably try and shoot me.
Oh.
That joker, he was so mad at Roper, but no, the old Fredwood's doing pretty good. I'm pretty excited about him.
If we ever get on some pigs, man, I think these will do good. That when we picked him up the other day over a mile, dude, that was 100% dry cast, wouldn't attract nowhere around. That's why I was like really, really stoked about that part. We another boy that hunts with us, I'm gonna throw that out there too, Kyler. He has a pair of red bones, and they were pets. Like he went and got them. He traded a broke 30-30 for them.
Yeah.
And you talking about phenomenal looking dogs. These are what red bones are supposed to look like.
Oh yeah.
Muscled up, big jacked up hounds, and they're still new to everything. They don't know nothing. But by God, them some bitches hunted. I mean, they hunted hard. I think that one fell out of the hunt at like a half a mile or so. But like I said, they don't know anything. And that's what I really like to see. I like to see these dogs that are really green, and I'd like to see them when it starts clicking, when they start putting these tracks together.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because that was the thing for Fred, is he's got a quarter blue tick in him, so his nose is above average, I'd say. But he gets muddled up when the hog, whereas girl's already cut the track out 15 minutes ago, and she's going in the right direction. Fred's going to get muddled up when he does something slippery or there's water involved. One of the two things. Like if there's water involved, Fred will get muddled up. But when he went with Deuce in Texas, I was like, man, it was the first time he had gone coast to coast, start to finish, been there baying when it stopped, you know,
Yes,
and that's, you know, that's pretty,
stuff.
yeah, it's good stuff. Like, you know, when you see a dog just continue to progress, you know, they don't, and part of the reason was there wasn't no water around, but
Yeah,
we're still working on the water. He done all right in the water the other day. So
on the water situation, I mean, while we're talking about that, how hard do you think it makes it on dogs? If you know, say you got a lot of backwater places, it's kind of flooded. Do you think that they can run scent on that in those type of areas? Okay,
I'm a believer. It depends where the dog starts out and grows up. Because hell, I grew up down in Central Florida, and everywhere you wore tennis shoes when you went hunting because you were going to get the water. Like you knew you was going to get in water. So I think it really just depends on where it starts out. Like I got Stinky Pete, and he came from Texas. He came just outside of Dallas, and when we got him, he hated the water. Like he didn't like crossing creeks and stuff like that. And hell, 12 was like that. He came from Texas, and the old Fred's like that. Earl kind of grew up in that little marshy part where Pat had him in the swamp. So I mean, it does okay. Bridget Smith, Miss Vicky, and them, they live down in the marsh in Mississippi, so she seemed to do fine with it. I really just think where they grow up and get used to it. You know what I'm saying?
As far as trailing ability, I just think it depends on the day.
Yes. Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah.
Like I think it depends on the day because I've seen them trail through, you know, where they have to swim across it, you know, and then they hit ground for 30 yards and then they're back running through water. And you know, I think a lot of it depends on the day. And then I've seen days where a hog crossed the river and the dogs had they just couldn't see it cross because of the brush or something. And they had no idea where he went across or whatnot. And I think a lot of times it just depends on the day and the conditions of the day. There's some days where they'll carry them through that. And then there's some days where, you know, and a lot of it depends on the hog. How smart's the hog? Is he going to sit there and double back and loop through what he's already ran through and make those dogs take a second guess? I mean, it's different days. In my opinion, I think
it's hard if you take a dog out of like somewhere where it's been dry and put them in an environment where it's really wet. Think of all the different smells that got going through their nose. You know what I'm saying? That's so much different smells blasted their nose. But you go like hunt with like Kevin Brooks down the river. You go hunt with Rick Stallmaker on the Savannah River. Then dogs are so used to them smells the whole time. Like they can probably decipher the hog compared to what the other dogs can decipher. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That makes any sense?
How do you think they decipher it?
Like I said, I think they're just used to grow. Like they're used to being in that situation.
How many receptors do they have in their nose?
You got the wrong person. You have to ask my wife that one.
You're supposed to know this stuff, Ryan. I don't know. I was asking you.
I know it's a buttload.
You talking about dogs receptors in their nose?
Yeah, don't be googling.
I'm googling. I'm googling right now. We're
gonna go Google it. He's gonna have 6 million. In there.
Google it.
How many?
Over Google it.
How many do you think it is?
I don't know, but I know it's a lot.
What's your guess, Carter?
All right, go ahead. I got it.
6 million.
That's okay. What you got?
Oh man,
I'm gonna say 2 million.
2 million. Okay, what you got, Carter?
I guess I'll split the difference and go 3.
3 million. Okay, well humans have 5 to 6 million. So what do you think now?
Oh man,
20 million.
30.
They have
20 million.
200 million.
125 to 300 million receptors.
Yeah, I know exactly how many it was. See?
Yeah, 125 to 300 million.
Well, I think my Bluetooth.
Yeah, whatever. You only off by about 180 million.
Hey, when the second time come around, no, look, I could remember 6 million for some reason. That's why I said 6 million like 3 times. I was like 6 million. Yeah. And then I didn't know it was humans though. I was like, because I read that before. I knew it was a lot.
I got about half a receptor in my nose. I can't smell nothing.
Well, I know Jimmy Frank's got nothing.
Well, I wonder why Jimmy Frank got nothing.
Oh, golly.
Burn out.
If you
Golly.
want to hang out, you got to take her out. That's it.
Hey, that Joker nose, the inside of his nose probably looks like the bottom of a Blackstone. Like,
Yeah. I guarantee you he's got a hole through the center.
Oh, yeah.
no kidding, man.
Onion
It just
hole.
goes
I
straight
guarantee
to
you
his,
he's got one burnt through.
it just goes straight to his brain.
Yep. Love it. Love it. Absolutely.
Well,
love it.
speaking of
Well,
running
Clear
things in
passageway,
water,
shove a straw in there.
Mhm. Do
so
Nate?
I took my blue tick out last night and was hunting this field and it was mainly flooded. It's probably about ankle deep water through these pines and stuff like that. And there was 2 deer on camera and 2 coons, and I was like, well, let's see how this goes. And we get there and I'm like, well, we're walking in. She goes like 75 yards out. And she's muddling around, and then she like tries to like just do a quick slick tree like right off the side of the road. And I go over there and like this pine tree is like 20 foot tall and there's a bunch of shrubs around it. And I'm like, well, I mean, I'm not saying the coon wasn't in here, but I don't see one now, hon. So we got to keep on moving. And then she goes back out and she goes out probably about 100 yards and she starts bawling. And I hear her running and then I hear a bunch of other things running. And I'm like, well, apparently she has found the deer. And then she ran them about
Heck yeah.
450 yards, but you could just hear her splashing and going through like a little
Boy, I
swampy
appreciate a good deer running dog, brother.
area. She ran
Let
about
him go.
she ran about 500 yards and come back. So I was like, cool, all right. And then
Let him go.
You know what I appreciate more than a good deer running dog? One that'll quit a deer race when
Yes.
when it figures out it can't catch one.
We
yeah,
used to have a dog we called Sneaky Pete.
yeah.
And he was a 100-yard deer race. I promise you, 100 yards. That's at 99 yards, he's going to lock down and turn around. But he's going to run that sumbitch for 100.
Yeah. I think she
That's
made about
good.
450, 500 yards. She come around. And then she was trying to cold trail something else up. And I was just shining around the field. And I seen a little set of orange eyes back through the short pines where she had originally treed. And I walked through there and it was like this big, like crepe or myrtle tree, wax myrtle tree. It was like a big old bush, and it was like 10 yards from where she had treed. And I was like, well, I'm assuming this is the coon she was looking for. And so she's over here. I let her. So I'm just sitting here like looking at this coon, and it's staring at me. And I'm letting this goofy mug just run and try and figure out whatever she's doing. Well, she ends up, I think she was backtracking it because she ended up getting down towards the road, and this ended up coming back. Then she comes up here, and I get her up there. And she smells at the base. She sits down. She starts treeing. I let her tree like 30, 40 seconds. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, she's treed several coons now. She should, no issue. I'm going to shoot this coon out, be ready to go. She's going to throttle. I shoot the coon. The coon hits the ground. And I look and I'm like, where's the dog? And I went coon hunting in my car. And so I hear her. I hear like boom, and then I hear her stomping on top of my car. And for some reason, last night she was like, "I'm gun shy. Never ever been shot around day before in my life." And I was like, "Well, that's a new one."
It's not like a gun show.
She ain't good. She
That's
just
good.
needs to get her life right.
Yeah.
We're gonna have
She's
to
come to meetings.
we have to say a prayer for her.
There you go.
While you say one for her, say one for me too, brother, because I could use all I get.
I will. I promise you that. I do.
I
I say prayers for
appreciate
your little ass all the time.
I need them, man. I need them.
I do too.
Been down
Man,
there. Been down there lurking around in barrel racer land. Everybody wants to talk bad about me because I went to a barrel
Oh,
race.
I seen some stuff about that. What's the deal with that?
Chasing that split tail.
So
Chasing that split tail.
is that what
Free
you
cap
do?
Out in talent.
What pass?
I mean, I didn't go to a barrel racing for the enjoyment out of it. I guarantee you that much.
Yeah.
You don't like watching make
I mean, you're
take-
getting
make them
sometimes.
tight turns.
You're getting.
I
You're
said
getting some type of
what?
enjoyment out of it.
Say what?
I see you don't
You're
like to
getting
watch
some
them make
type of
them
enjoyment
tight.
out of
Oh yeah, you're getting the enjoyment. Yeah, he's getting
Yeah,
some
you
kind
got
of
no,
enjoyment.
Well, I mean, I don't know. That was the weirdest hog bay I've ever been to in my life.
Yeah.
I'll say that much.
Mm-hmm. Uh huh.
I mean, I ain't never been around that many horses, and horses kind of sketch me out. They're too big, they're too strong, they're too fast, and their eyeballs is too big.
Yes.
But next thing I know, I got to lead a horse through a bunch of different other horses that I don't know to go wash it off, and I don't know where the wash trough is. I'm just walking this horse, just wandering around, don't know where anything is, just out there enjoying life.
Yeah.
That's different there. I ain't never seen that. And horses, I don't know, they're like crackheads. Like, they'll be all nice. The thing I don't like about horses is they'll be nice to you 1 second, and then the next second they kick you in the face.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
About like people. I know a bucking bull, if I get on top of that bucking bull, he is going to try and kill me. Hog, same way. They're trying to kill me. Horse, he's going to be my friend for a little while, and then he's going to kick me in the face when I get off of him, because I got off of him wrong, apparently.
I've never been a huge fan of horses. I mean, I've always liked them.
I mean, they're cool.
Yeah, but I've never been a.
But
Nate's the same way. He's never cared about the big animals.
I like watching them from a distance.
Yeah. The horse we ride on, take unloaded.
When I'm sitting there eating some Skittles and this horse comes over there and sticks its face in my hand, I'm like, because you can have all the Skittles. Take the bag. Eat that too. I ain't messing with you.
I ain't sharing my Skittles.
Yeah.
Fat.
I might not get invited back, but I went.
Well, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with broadening your horizons.
I'm trying to be diversified. I'm trying to,
So who was giving you a hard time about the rodeo thing?
I mean, you different folks.
I was curious, I didn't know.
Just a few. Just a few.
I mean, my thing is, right, ain't nobody hunting that weekend because it's opening weekend of turkey season in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
So the woods are filled. So,
yeah.
I mean, I'm fixing to go see if I can't find one myself.
Yeah.
The dogs might not be hunting, but I am all the time.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I did something this year that I have never done before, and I made my stand, I guess is what you would say. We did a guided hunt this weekend. It was the first weekend of turkey season. We hunted all day Saturday. Hunt? We did it all day Saturday. No, hog hunt with dogs. We did it all day Sunday. And we pulled up on 3 or 4 different folks that was turkey hunting. We went down there.
Go or assholes?
Nobody said a word to me.
They was like, yeah, you go down here. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Nobody said a word. I went down to where we signed our sign-in board. Nobody was signed out. And I got to thinking, I was like, there's a lot of birds where we're at. And I was like, I guess they didn't pin out because, you got to move a lot when you're turkey hunting. I was like, no big deal. And I'd already talked to the guys that's over the lease, and he told me, because I told him, we might hunt some at night, during turkey season. I said, it'd be the only time. He said, no. He said, we want you to catch hogs. He said, you can hunt during the day. I said, well, it's turkey season. He said, you pay your money to hunt here just like they do.
Well, that's pretty cool.
And that's what I said. I said, well, I don't want to mess nobody up at all. And I'm not, not trying to do that. So I think those guys, maybe they understood that they should pin out, that way I know where they're at. Cause I'm going to go to the opposite end. But, then one boy, he messaged me and he wound up going and hunting right where we were going to hunt, which, I mean, he was done by 8 o'clock. I told him, I said, man, I don't care. Y'all go ahead. I said, we'll go hunt the other end. I said, just holler when you get done. And it worked out. Like, we didn't have any issues. So I was really kind of took by that at first. I was like, I was waiting on to get some phone calls. I'll be honest with you. And
that's cool. They're like that. They're either really good turkey hunters or really bad ones.
Yeah. Well,
they know they're either not going to get one or they know they're going to get one.
Shit, I think them boys done. That one said he done knocked a couple of them out. It was only the second day, or it might have been the third.
Well,
day.
They want to kill some. If they want to kill some damn turkeys, I'm not trying to make this a turkey podcast, but they need to go to damn South Texas where he was. But them some bitches gobbled all day long. Did they not, Carter? Everywhere we drop, gobbling turkey, gobbling turkey.
I was going to kill one with a rock.
Yeah, we was going to shoot on the 4570 just because.
That's what I'm talking about.
Like, it was
How
crazy.
many smell receptors does that turkey have in its nose?
3,480.
Not very many. Them things are.
That's what I
it's
said.
amazing to me.
3,480. All they can smell is turkey puss. That's
And that corn, boy. They'll be on that corn.
Have you ever seen a turkey, like if you give them cracked corn, like sometimes they'll try to sniff it. They'll be down there eating it and it'll get stuck in them little holes on their beak. Have you ever seen that happen?
No, usually if I can see one that good, I shoot it.
Well, I'm not, listen, I don't turkey hunt. I can't shoot no turkeys. They're so, them cute little creatures. I can't do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, ain't there some folks up there in like Minnesota that catch them with dogs or something? They tree them with dogs?
I wish we could.
It's a $25 fine here.
M&M loves fucking turkeys.
$25?
You what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
$25? Oh, I'm fixing to bring girl over to Alabama.
Carter's going to do like they do the damn chicken fights. He's going to go down to the courthouse and be like, hey, I'm going to go ahead and pay my fine for next month. Because
Are you saying to tree them or to shoot them out of a tree?
To tree them with a dog. Or catch them with a
tree 'em with
dog.
a
I'm talking about using a dog to hunt a turkey in any capacity.
Yeah. You'll have to pay court costs. It's going to be $300.
Because we have like a specific state law like where you can't do that. Because apparently at some point in time, somebody's using dogs to hunt turkeys.
Hey, girl's a chicken killing fool. Cause we can get her on them. We can get her on them thunder chickens. We'll be in business, boys. Yeah. Give me a $25. Let's go kill a longbeard.
There you go.
I think it.
Well, besides the turkey hunting and all that stuff, we and hog hunt down in Texas, we can transfer over. We went over to Uncle Earl's.
Go to Earl's
and start talking about that. Yeah, we went over to Uncle Earl's and had a good time there, and we were mad at the crawfish this whole weekend, this whole trip.
Mad, real mad.
Mad at them. We probably ate crawfish 5 out of 6 days in a row.
I bet your butthole was burning.
It really wasn't that bad, man. I don't know what it was. That Cajun stuff don't mess me up that bad.
I got you.
But
yeah, it wasn't like that first time we come to Earl's, boy. Me and Ryan were in a bind.
Yeah, well, I don't know what we got, but I was eating a damn Modium like it was Tic Tacs.
I drank about a gallon of Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah.
We had we got some shrimp and some crab. The guys that we took on a hunt this weekend, he's got a partner that I think he does oystering.
Yeah.
And they catch crab and shrimp and all that stuff. Man, he brought us like 50 or 60 pounds of crab and 50 pounds of shrimp.
Yep.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, so we're gonna be we're gonna get him in a headlock for too long.
Oh, y'all gonna be in that thicket area.
Yes. Without a doubt.
Hey Drew hey Ron, Drew was in that thicket when we went hunting with them boys.
How bad was it?
Yeah, we'll talk about Earl real quick, and then we'll branch into how we met those boys, and then we hunt with them in the Minden little place.
Well, tell us.
Well, Carter got to tell. I ain't do shit at Earl.
If you're directing the damn deal, you got to get to going now.
Oh, well, I'm trying to get the story to flow good, but
he don't like our cadence, Carter. He don't like the way our flow's going.
He don't. But
we went to Earl's and had a good time. 12 didn't make no mistake. Long story short, 12 didn't make no mistake. All his partners did. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
I did. I showed up did, man. We got home on what was that? Thursday night, Ron?
Got home where?
Got back to the hotel. I didn't mean home, but that was home for me that night.
Yeah. Thursday night.
No, we got back.
Oh shit! I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot about it.
Man, I'm so dyslexic. I was looking at the run order, and
the only time Carter tries to do right. This is literally the only time in Carter's life.
I remember the way I know what he's saying now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I was trying to do right because I knew I had one of the first 4 runs the next day.
Because they had 402 dog runs. Some bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, 352 dog runs. I knew I had one of the first ones the next day. I said, rather than stay out here and gallivant around and stay up until 2 o'clock in the morning. Let's go get some sleep, because we did not get any sleep on the night before. I mean, not because we drove straight there. And we're sitting at the hotel, and I get a phone call from Shelby Cruz. Where you at? I said, I'm at the hotel, cuz I'm fixing to go to sleep. She said, you were fixing to run with 12 and Doc, Lulu's dog. Man, I felt so bad because I looked at where I wrote it down, and the run was 147, and I wrote it down as 274, which doesn't even make sense.
No.
How I did that.
That's not even dyslexia there at all.
No, that's just stupid. And like, I'll be completely honest. It was 4 o'clock in the morning when I wrote it down when we were driving out there. So I was a little bit tired, but no, man,
this is why nobody wants to run with me.
I told Ron, I said, this is why nobody wants to run with me. It's not 12, it's me. And man, I missed it. And Lulu was, she was pretty mad. She's pretty mad. But I'll be completely honest. I really did not. I tried to do the right thing, and I still messed up. And that was just like, I mean, you can give me anything, and I'll mess it up. I guarantee you.
You're just Mr. Misunderstood. That's all it is.
I reckon I'm something like that. But no, I felt so bad, man, and I apologize to Lulu, and I felt really bad because, you know, I was trying to do right and I did wrong. You know, but that's the way it goes.
I don't even know. I don't even know if I want to. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
You might as well say it.
No, because remember all that shit happened, Carter. And Carter's like, "Hey, Joey, FaceTime me real quick. Let me watch the run." And then we're watching the run. Everything's happening. And then 12 men messed up. Doc messed up. That call hog out. Carter goes, well, at least it wasn't my dog.
12 probably had already got docked for standing too far away from the hog because he didn't feel good. I'll be completely honest. He did not feel good at Earl's. If you watched any of his runs, he did not feel good. So he probably got docked for standing too far away from the hog already. But
hey, we had a good time. And we got deep into Texas Lone Star Lights, real hard, and we met some cool people.
Hard. And they thought I just like crept off somewhere and went to sleep.
No, I'm talking about the next night. We were like, fuck it. Oh. We knew we were in the bay off. We were like, fuck it. We met them boys running the sportsman's class, Ethan Farrington and all the other Farringtons and stuff like that. And they're like, hey man, we was out there with like Cody Woods and Shane Overby and all them boys from Mississippi, but we were down there with some other boys that we met from Louisiana. And ironically, we met them in Shreveport downtown one night for the 2-dog cup or shootout or something like that.
I'm shocked you remember that. I don't remember meeting them boys.
Yeah. So we met them down at the bar, and they're like, man, you want to go hunting? We didn't go that night. Well, they caught us again. They're like, hey, boys, y'all want to go hunting in the morning? And they thought we were bullshitting. And the guy's like, we just need your ID. And we're like, and Carter immediately pulled it out and gave it to him.
I already had mine on standby, cuz I've heard that a few times, usually by LEOs. But
so we knew we weren't in the bay off. So we're like, hell yeah, we'll go in the morning. So we get loaded up and we go back to the hotel. It's like 1 a.m. or whatever. We meet him up in where we meet him at? Right there in Minden, just outside of Shreveport. Yeah, and we went hunting. Man, they got some dogs, dude. And besides on the way to that little place we met over there, we stopped by the Bonnie and Clyde little memorial. That was pretty cool. That was pretty.
That was when Drew was in a bridal ticket.
Yeah, Drew was about to get his ass whooped. 31
I was talking so mean to Drew, and I was like, Drew.
No, Drew was being a little smart ass a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, he was. He was in a bind. He was in a bind.
You said I'll pull the truck over and whoop your ass right now. 16 years old.
What was y'all doing
Yeah,
to poor little Drew, or what was Drew doing to y'all?
Drew. Well, we went.
But we ain't gonna talk about it. Drew done it to himself.
Yeah, Drew
Oh, I
said he
can
wanted to
imagine.
stay with
I
his
can
friend.
imagine.
You know how 16, 17-year-old boys are. They wanted to go sing with they wanted to go hang out with their buddies that night, and I said, "Okay, buddy. Well, if you're gonna hang out with your buddies, we'll have fun. If you're gonna hoop with the Owls, you better be able to soar with the Eagles. That's all I'm saying.
Hey,
When it's time to go in the morning, you better
that
be
was
ready
the
to
night
go."
I called it. I said, if you're not in the truck in 30 seconds, we're leaving you.
Yeah, and we had all his stuff put outside by the truck. Here's a dog. He's got
Hell
to fend for himself. He's learning.
Man.
Drew's becoming a good hand, man. I like old Drew. He's learning a lot.
He works.
Yeah.
He's great for when you got the dogs that are over there caught on the hogs 400 yards away and you can hear it squealing.
Yeah.
And you don't want to go, you just send Drew.
Yeah. or if it's on another neighboring property and you're like, oh, I don't want to go over there. Drew, go over there. You get charged as a minor. You know, like one of those things. So it works. It works out. He's only got about a year or so before he can.
And you got to get all the good out of it that you can.
We're gonna milk that joker.
That's fucking.
But no, Drew was good, man. So we got him, and ironically, man, we were passing by Alan McCon, and he had that bulldog, that little game dog or
Sassy.
whatever, the pit bull that is a quote unquote game dog. You know how people are the game dog folks. You know they're really not. You get what I'm saying?
I don't
Anyway,
know. That dog is.
That
Dog is. I like
ABBT.
her paperwork's right.
Yeah. They'll understand your paperwork, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, are they really that game? Like, you know, they ain't testing them. Or
Yeah, we
not.
ain't
But
fighting
anyway,
the dog.
Yeah. But yeah, if I don't say that, people are like, well, it's not a real game dog. You know how that bullshit is?
That's right.
I'm like, okay, you know, y'all know what I mean. It came from game dog stock somewhere along the way. Anyways,
Yeah.
so that was damn good handling dog. That came from we're talking to the boy about breeding champ to him. I guess that came from that guy, Jake Vince. I believe that's his name.
Jace Vince.
Anyway, yeah, Jake Vince. Yeah. Anyways, besides the point, we take her. We meet up with Ethan Farrington in the morning. We go to that. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. I don't know if y'all said it earlier. That Minden place over there. He's got a little 12,000 acre hot fence. Man, we had a good time. We could have stayed in hogs all day, and they got some damn dogs, man. I was really impressed with the dog work by them. It was getting hot early on in the hunt, and then we were in the hogs. I think we caught like 6. We catch like 6, Carter.
Yeah, we caught 6.
Yeah. And we could have stayed there hunting, but we were like, man, we got to get back to Earl's. They was basically cutting a little early and everything. They had stuff to do, but that was really appreciative by Ethan Farrington and all the Farrington boys and their friends and stuff like that. We had a really good time out there. But Drew was in the bind that morning. We had to get him right that morning. He was feeling.
Yeah, he was in that briar thicket.
Yeah, you got.
He was
tighten him up.
Bad.
Yeah, tighten up, Drew.
Tighten up, Drew. Tighten up.
That's what
Hey,
old
look,
Cody Woods is saying. Tighten up, man. Tighten up.
You know
Them
why
boys
Cody
get
Woods
fucked
was
too.
saying that? Because I was telling Cody Woods that, and he wouldn't do it. He never tightened up.
What's wrong with him?
He's just too loose.
Cody, you got to tighten your ass up, buddy. Tighten it up.
Tighten up, son.
Hey,
Tighten up.
ironically, man, we met Cody and what's their other boy? I know Shane Overby, and then there's another boy that was up there showing me damn dogs, baying raccoons. Ain't a crowd's name. Anyways, besides the point, small world. My dad came over. What was his name?
Seagull. They just called him Seagull. It was
shit.
something.
Well,
they called him Seagull.
Dad was up there in Small World. The guy that my dad does side work for. They work for that guy.
Really?
Big cattle buyer out there in Mississippi. Yeah, we need to go hunt out there, man. They got some land. They're showing me down healers baying big old hogs and feedlots and stuff. That sounds like a fun time.
Yeah, that's
Sounds
Cody.
like a good fun.
He sent me. I think he sent me a snap of that, and healers baying the hell out of a hog, boy.
Yeah. Well, but that's what I'm saying, man. Like Earl, everybody, like if you're not into the bay pen stuff, man, just come to Earl's or even any bay pen, really, and you meet a lot of good people and have a good time and share numbers. Like we did not plan. Yeah, we did not plan at all to go hunt in Louisiana by no means. But when we didn't have no dogs in the bay off, and we were like, screw it, we're hog runners at heart. We're gonna go. So we met with them boys and went and had a great time. And now we got a contact forever. And that boy actually wants to breed one of his dogs, the old 3-legged champ dog. So we might make that happen in the future. But yeah, so we had a good time at Earl's. You got anything more else to say about Earl's, car?
No, I mean, Earl's is what Earl's is. I mean, it's you should see it at least once. And I think if you come once, you'll come twice, and probably,
Hey, now.
You're stretching it there, bud. Oh, no, you're talking about, never mind.
I'm sitting here trying to be civilized.
Well, Ryan won't quit laughing, so I've got to, you know what I mean?
You got to.
I mean,
you got to make people laugh.
Yeah, you got to.
Hey, all I know is there was a pile of crawfish up under them bleachers.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
There was so many dadgum crawfish heads up under them bleachers. Oh
Yeah.
man. No, I love Earl's. I'll be honest. Like, I love Earl's. Downsville's still my favorite venue. But Earl's is cool because shoot, them boys come all the way from California.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's pretty cool to.
We had some come
to
from
meet.
Australia.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Australia.
them boys come from Australia.
Yeah,
I mean,
Troy and Baden, Blackmouth Curs, Australia. They showed up. They went and hunted with Rusty, and well, I mean, they had some kind of rum that they were drinking. It's the worst shit you will ever drink, but those guys are fucking tough. I mean, they are.
Hey,
they can drink,
As they would say, proper cunts.
they're fucking proper cunts. That's a fact.
Is that what they say?
Yes.
they said Slick put it on them though.
Yeah, which, I mean,
Old Slick Willie.
that
Old
shit
Slick
Slick's got, I can't drink it.
They said he put it on them.
I can't
Bad.
drink all that shit. Oh, yeah, they was
Oh,
drinking it.
man.
But hell, they drank, oh,
What is it?
shit, I don't know, a couple of quarts. It wasn't like they took a shot or two. That I think Troy, his first drink was probably a whole pint.
That'll put you in a headlock in a hurry.
And now keep in mind, we've been drinking all day long. Like all day long. Yes, those dudes.
I don't know who would do that.
Normally it's not Joey. I can tell you that. But Joey was heavily involved. And
They
had-
said,
had a
Rusty
great
said
time.
them guys got eye opening. Let's see how them dogs work over here that they cast out. You know what I'm saying? Compared to like Australia hot drop and stuff. They said that was really. Rusty said they thought that was really impressive.
Yeah, they
how that happened, and they said they're trying to bridge that over to Australia and do more of that in Australia.
yes. Because like he said, he
Okay.
said, it could be really, they could really incorporate that and be very helpful in the way that they do things. It's, it's just a different style, a different scenario. And thank God that those guys are open-minded enough to actually get off their ass and come see these things and to be involved in it instead of just making assumptions and running their mouth. They back it up.
While we're on that subject, if you've never been more than an hour from your house,
Shut the fuck up.
all kind of, shut up. Shut up.
Matter of the
You
state, man. You gotta get out.
You
of the state,
might
too.
have phenomenal dogs,
There.
but until you've gone, you should have better dogs than me where you are.
Mm-hmm.
But if you ain't seen everything else, shut up.
Yeah.
Good Lord. That, I mean, I ain't going to say his name. That drove me nuts. Cuz. That drove me nuts. And I'm telling you what, after seeing Will Booth's Jack Dog,
It's a bad man, Jamel.
that's now, okay. All right. Aside from the hunting part, Booth is one of the best people I know.
Yep.
And he's
Getting out of chronological order.
The first hog we went to, Jack broke it and then run through bush like a daggum cur dog and then caught it when the hog made the mistake of going out in the other field. But the most impressive thing that that dog had the most impressive handle that I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
It bar none. That dog had the most impressive handle that I've seen. We're walking out to the hog, and Boo's sitting in the truck watching us. And we got a group of a sow and a bunch of shoats over here to our left. and we're walking out to the hogs, and Jack wins those hogs, and he starts running to them. And Ryan said, Jack! And he turns around and comes back. Little did we know, Booth just beat him once, and he turned around and come back to us. But still, for a dog that's got that much drive, that much, I mean, just pure game to it, like, to stop on a dime when you get one beef and turn around and come back to two strangers that you don't even know to walk to another hog. I mean, I was thoroughly impressed by that dog. Like,
we'll break it. We'll break it down. So we got done with Earl's, everything. We left on Sunday after the USDA happened. We packed all our stuff up, and I told Carl, I said, hey, man, you cool with, like, we were planning on, like, not rushing back home. We're going to take our time, get a hotel or something like that. We just take our time getting home because long drive. We've been up all week doing some hunting stuff. And it's really a vacation, but at the same time, it's like work, and you actually get tired of shit doing that. People don't understand that. But anyways, so Carl's like, yeah, man, let's go to Booth's house. I said, well, hell, if we make it in time tonight, I get there around midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, we can go hunting. He wants to go hunting. We're like, hell yeah. So we made a trek out to damn Booth's place. And that's when we drove through, was it Demopolis? That's some hog country, boy, down there in Alabama.
Yeah.
That place
I've been there before.
Good. That's where Carter Kevin and them came and hunted with us at.
Yeah. Yeah, we were driving through there, and I immediately got like half a chub going.
Yeah.
There's some hogs in here, boy. Yeah, look, there's some hogs in this mug.
That when we had the tournaments, whenever I can hunt a tournament, that's where we go hunt, right there.
Yeah, no, that's good country down there.
Yeah, but we were heading down to Will Booth, and he lives down in Sylvester, Georgia. We pull up there. It's like 12:45 at night in the morning, and he's already in his Toyota truck ready to rock and roll. Old Jack the Ripper's in the back, loaded up, ready to rock and roll, vested up. We pull in there. There's about 8 million dogs running around. We get loaded up, and we hit the gas station, and, man, that was some of the coolest stuff. I mean, we always talk shit on thermal hunters in terms of gun hunters, okay? We're not just talking about thermal people using thermals and dropping dogs. I mean, I think it's pretty cool, but also during the tournaments, I really don't feel like it still should be allowed just because you're kind of picking the boars out. Even Will Booth would tell you that by himself. He said,
that's right.
You could put a hurting on your big boar. He said, you could put a hurting on your big boar population doing this. He said, you can drive around and get lazy just dumping them on them hogs. But, man, that was some of the most funnest and impressive stuff I've ever done in my life. Like Carr said, man, that Jack dog, they missed a hog or whatever. He ran by or ran with it, and it went through the woods. And Will called me. He says, damn. He said, really shit the bed on that one. He said, I'm going to go pick him up. He's about 800 yards away. I'm going to go drive around and pick him up. He said, y'all boys just walk back to the road. So we walk back to the road, and he comes bebopping back through and picks us up like 10, 15 minutes later. I son of a gun. He goes, hot damn, son, or something like that. You know how Will is. And we look in the back. Jack the Ripper's back there, and then he had about 150-pound boar hog tied up in the back.
Yeah.
So that dog ran it. Not only, most of them thermal hunters, like them thermal dogs, they hit the brush and they kind of like ease out of it. Or he stayed with it and ran it about 700-800 yards and caught it again. That was really impressive.
Yeah,
and
I like
Ricardo
that.
was talking about the handle, man. The handle of that dog and the size of that dog. He's not like overbearing big, but he's big, but he's not overbearing big. You know what I'm saying?
He's like 85 pounds. I mean, that sucker, it looks like a Clydesdale. He's big.
Yeah, but he's big, but it's not like a wolfhound. You know, they get like 120. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's big. Like, he's not overbearing big.
That fucking wolfhound we got from Earl's last year, you ought to see him this year. He's 120 pounds for sure.
That's what I'm saying. He's not up to there, but he's really big though.
But he's athletic to be so damn big.
Yeah, but man, we went to, where do we go? We were driving around. We caught 2 more hogs that night and dumped old Jack on them. And Drew went across the field, ran to catch one. He fell in the ditch and busted his ass, and then got up, finally laid the hog. And he couldn't lay the hog one time in the video because he tried to break up a dog fight earlier at Earl. He got his hand bit. I forgot about that.
After he got told, don't put your hand in that box.
Yeah, he'll learn. He's learning. He's
learning. He's coming along. But one of the most impressive things, you got 3 boar hogs tied in the back of Booth's Tacoma. Like, that ain't a very big bed.
No, Jack's right.
Jack is curled up in a corner with 3 live boar hogs tied up in the bed.
He just killed him. He got a good handle, man.
I mean, it's probably the best all-around handle that I've ever seen out of a dog. And to get that... out of a dog that, I mean, running dogs aren't necessarily known for their handle. To have that kind of handle on a running dog like that, it was really impressive.
He's got it, and that damn dog looks so good, and he's built so well. And I think that was some of Will Booth, and I'm not trying to quote me wrong, and Dean Ross's stuff.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Together, but it's some good shit. And then, Carter, what happened? Remember, he said, "Oh, that hog messed up," and we zoomed in. I felt like we were in a damn NASCAR.
Oh, we
pulled through there. Remember?
The hog was only about 15. The hog was only about 15 yards from the road. And Booth said, "That's the last damn mistake you'll ever make, buddy." And he comes in there, feeling around the driveway, runs up there, gets even with the hog, slams on the brake. Jack jumps out, rolls about 6 times, and then he's up on his feet, and he's full speed, just like that. And we're driving behind him, watching the whole thing go down. Jack runs the hog down, catches him, boop, just hung. And, I mean, that's the thing. Like, when you grab a green hog,
oh my God,
they're still fresh. Yeah. And he's a 150-pound boar hog, and I mean, they're still fresh. And that choker, Drew had one hand. He said, "I can't flip him. I can't flip him."
Yeah.
They're green, man. They're
150. Yeah, 150-pound hog that ain't been running only 300 yards is a bad son of a gun compared to a hog y'all been running for a mile and a half.
You ain't lying.
Some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That thing is. Yeah. It was fun, man. I had a great time, and I'm so thankful. We went over there, and the whole reason we went over there is to pick up a puppy, and I'm so thankful that Will was able to trust me like with his stuff. I got one of his I think it's a litter mate to his, I believe it's his dog he calls West.
Yeah.
It's that July hound. It's a litter mate sister to his, and he's bred it a couple of times, and she's found some good puppies, and he bred that Jack dog to the July hound. So it's half the Jack dog and half July, and I got one of the puppies, man. It looks so good. I'm excited about that dog.
Keeps saying he wants bay dogs and keeps getting rougher stuff.
But I mean, honestly, I don't know that. I mean, it's half. We'll see.
I wouldn't one after seeing Jack. I'm not talking bad about you. I'm just saying you say you want bay dogs and he keeps getting rough stuff. Pete, rough.
It might not.
Rough.
Yeah.
Jack, rough. Like,
but I don't know. I might have to get the damn the Uncle Pat treatment out and get that big old PVC pipe and bite it on the head. We'll see how it goes.
I don't know.
We'll see how it goes. Oh, time will tell, but I'm excited about it, man. And for people to say like, think Will Booth, that's all he does, run the night vision stuff. It ain't. That's someone gonna get a yard full of dogs and he'll freaking free cast them dogs. He'll free cast them dogs from my way. I mean, everybody's seen on Facebook he offered $10,000 for free cast in the middle of the field and see what they can come up with.
You know what I'm saying? That feller that ain't been over an hour.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So like, if you got $10,000 that you say you'll put up on a dog, any dog that would go out and free cast in anybody's country, whether it's Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee, like you're confident in your stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So I'm excited about that dog. We'll see. I mean, it's a little puppy, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, time will tell. So my next thing is to try to keep old Champ alive or Champ's breeding going. I need to find some dogs to stick to him. I want to find some something looser, day dog stock. Try to get my dad one or something like that, and get me one. I don't know. We gotta find something.
Hell
but,
yeah. Well, I know
so if anybody's got something good they want to breed to the old Champ, the old 3-legged, peg-leg dog, come on, holler at me and Carter. We'll make it happen.
That sucker's fixing to be like Genghis Khan with as much as you pimped him out.
Well, everybody that wants to do is over there in damn like Louisiana and Texas. We need to find somebody local.
Every dog this side of the Mississippi is gonna.
What do you want to breed him to? Like what?
Shit, I really want to breed him to something that will cast out yonder, but I don't know, man. Like either a hound or like a running hound or a half hound or something like that.
I was thinking to say, so we got that white boy Rick dog. Well, I'm gonna get his sisters as well.
Yeah. I mean, I want. I would like to preferably do something looser because I don't want everything to die. I mean,
he said they're
all his litter mates are dead.
These right here, Rick is loose. Like he's loose.
Yeah.
I don't think he's probably gonna be too loose. But he's gonna stay alive.
but going back to like running stock, man, like I had that one dog out of Blotchy stuff. It was him, and he got rid of the puppies. He gave them to all of us that run rough dogs. And we called her Blanca. I called her Blanca. Anyways, it was half pit bull, half one of his deuce dog. But and she's turning on to a dog. We went hunting down in Lake Blackshear, and Brett was there. And man, their dogs, if they go 400 or 500 yards, man, they're like in the hogs, like they're front and pass hogs. And the way she was hunting, I could tell like she was gonna be a more closer range dog. Yeah. I said, man, just take her, man, just take her down there and hunt her down there with your stuff right now. Man, he took her down there. First night, they caught a 180-pound boar hog right off the road. Took her the other night, they caught like 5. So she's showing out as a puppy, and she's only 10 months old down there. So my point was to go back. I wanted to get in some more running stuff, like a running hound or half running hound or something like that to breed the champ to make him get some more yonder. But also because like even Brett coming up from Central Florida, he saw how the dogs had to hunt up there to really find the hogs. They had to get out and find them. You know what I'm saying? They weren't just like going 200 yards and we're gonna walk hunt over here. No, them some bitches if they don't get out 800 yards, I really don't want them anymore. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If our dogs can't cast 600 to 800 yards, like if they don't hit that threshold, I really don't want them.
I know exactly what and like we're lucky enough to have a lot of dogs and to have dogs for every occasion for the most part. And that's kind of what we're doing is, you know, we got a few dogs over here that they're going to go as far as they need to go. And then we got say Louie and M&M, we can take those and we can rig them or we can road hunt them. We can walk hunt them. Yeah. They'll cast. They're not no damn deep cast dogs, but they hit a track, they'll stay with it. But, that's right. But generally they're going to cast 600-800 and work it pretty good. Louie sometimes Louie will cast further than that. But M's usually 600 or 800 yards, but they hunt really hard, and that's kind of at the. I kind of like you said though, they need to go at least that far.
Because I was talking to my dad about my dad's got a damn Merle dog that's a Catahoula, got a little bit of pit in it, stuff like that. And like if hot super stuff, he can road hunt and he'll go with the other dogs. And if it's super hot, but like you can't cast them from 100 yards, you know what I'm saying? Because he don't want to do that. That's just not the dog he is. Yeah. And I finally got my dad convinced I'm gonna send him back down to where we got him from, down in Central Florida. Like they can use him on the airboat. Like he's really like game about getting after a hog, and like you can put him on an airboat or sight him a little bit, and they can road hunt him down there. It's just the places, the property we got now, we really don't got places to road hunt. I mean, we could road hunt, but you're doing the dogs a disservice driving around. You're just wasting energy and time. You'd rather just get in a block and cast them, or get in some damn head and cast them, and they'll probably come up with more hogs than actually just road hunt where we're at now. So that's why I'm trying to get more. Like you said, we're trying to get more cast dogs, and that's why I want to breed chant to something that's got to get yonder. I don't care what it is. If it's a poodle, but if that thing can cast freaking far, because she's going to take more off of the female side. But hell, I say that all the males that we've been breeding for the years and years of having the dogs have turned out almost better than the females out of the litter. So I don't know. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I'll keep my eyes open because I know a couple guys who have something, some stuff that cast really good.
Yeah.
I'm
trying to breed old Stinky Pete too. I'm trying to stick him to Kevin's. If I can get Kevin Brooks to come off with that damn July hound he got July down there. I want to stick old Stinky Pete too, because Stinky Pete will cast a damn mile, but he's rougher than shit when he's not by himself. If he's by himself, he'll bay, but if he's just not by himself, he's gonna hang some shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's a predicament I'm in. I got half-ass rough dogs.
I got you.
And I'm trying to make more casting, less rough dogs.
We know the feeling.
By get more rough dogs.
And then get more rough dogs?
By get more rough dogs.
Yeah, but at least come on, Carter. We know some people that are like, we don't want no rough dogs, and they breed them straight back to pit bulls every time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. No, but like, sure enough, I don't know, man. It's I really want to breed girl. I want to breed girl to something, but damn, she's so like Carter hunts her so much, and she's such a big part of Carter's operation and what he does. It's gonna be hard to get some puppies off her. She'll have to get if she gets retired ever, she'll probably have to do some.
She don't come in
puppies then. Yeah,
I ran her on
something like that.
I ran her on one cycle of what's that stuff? Starts with a P.
That PG
PG
600 or
I know
whatever.
what you're talking about. PG 600. Yeah, I was gonna say 60, but it's PG 600. Yeah.
No, I run her on one cycle of that because we were hunting y'all's tournament, Joey. We were hunting Shake-a-thon, and she was fixing to come in, and she ain't come back in heat since then. Again, I'll mess it up if you give me the opportunity. I will mess it up. I promise.
That's right.
I will mess it up. But yeah, no, I run her on one cycle of that. She hasn't come back in since then. But no, she's hunting good right now.
Well, she's hunting real good, man. She's getting after it. It's impressive what she's doing right now.
And she ain't but about a minute tall.
Yeah. Every time we go to the gas station or something, people walk up there and go, "Is that y'all's catch doll? That's a pretty pit bull." Every time.
She got one of them catfish heads.
I'm like, that's the loosest dog we got in the box, man.
Yeah.
That's the loosest dog we got in the box.
Yeah, no, she's hunting good, but I need something with about 4 foot long legs to breed her to. I mean,
Your chaos.
Yeah, something like that. Chaos is that Joker's the best looking dog that I've ever seen in my life. Like I told you, Nate, if I like dogs, like if that was my thing, if dogs were my thing, I'd date Chaos.
Mm-hmm. When you take him and
I'll send you with a jug of peanut butter, boy.
When you open the dog box, that son of a bitch right there is going to go. I mean,
I believe it.
He's going to go fast, real fast, too fast.
He's going to look good doing it too, boy.
Yeah.
We're going to show up to your house over there in Jasper with a jar of peanut butter, old Jiffy.
We need to breed him to something for real. We haven't bred him yet. And I bred his brother, and that's them brindle puppies. And they turned, so far so good with them. I done that. I was like, well, we'll see what happens with the brother. And so
far, good results.
Theoretically, Chaos is the better dog. So if we can find an equally good female, put them together, you got a 50% chance of hitting a home run.
That's right. Yeah. That'd be good.
I ain't never
That'd be good. It's hard. We really don't. Like I've done a couple of breedings in my life, and it's a handful. That's just so much work, man. That's why I always like having the male. I'm starting to get into dabble and having more females or males, but I always like having the male, then finding another dog and breeding them, and then just paying whoever some money to raise the puppies. Mm-hmm. So that's hard work, man. That's hard work people do.
Oh yeah.
Like how many litters y'all have a year? I know Pat said he raised 6 litters last year. So I had to get some puppies and bring them to some buddies out here in Georgia from them. But like,
we just started
that's some work, man.
Last year?
Yeah, we usually don't have
normally we don't have any puppies. Well, I ain't gonna say we don't have any puppies. We're not breeding puppies. I have people send me puppies constantly.
See, that's nice, man. That is raising. That's what me and Carter's talking about, like doing it. And like I want to breed Cora, but honestly, it's a lot of work. I'm at the fire hall every third day, and my wife's gonna have to end up doing it. And she already sees the damn animals every day. She's probably gonna kill me when I do decide to breed Cora. So
yes,
that's always like having a male, and just breeding out to that. But hell, we've had some people offer like the breed, like Cody Godwin's had his dog, like the Popcorn, I believe her name. Is the puppy the dog, the one I got that he crossed over. We got a half cur, half flop puppy, and he offered the stick champ to her possibly in the future if these other puppies do good. So we're just out here branching out, trying to. So I'm gonna keep that going, man. Because damn, Champ was a hell of a dog.
Yep.
He didn't cast too damn good, but he has the heart of a lion. He's still out there baying hogs and.
We didn't cast good because we didn't hunt.
We didn't start him out. Yeah, you didn't start him out doing it, but like he road hunt, and if he winded something, that son bitch was gone. Like he'd be over a mile, 2 miles on a hog. Like he liked to finish a race pretty good. So we're trying to. And I'm just trying to keep that going because I don't know. That's some old stuff I had from Florida, but it's also reindeer stuff that I've had. So we'll see.
Gotcha.
We'll see if we can get stuff going. But that's in the works right now. That's all we got planned up, and then that's what we're trying to do now.
10-4. So what's the next thing on y'all's agenda? What you got coming up next?
I think we might.
Any events? What we got happening?
I think tomorrow night, me, Carter,
with
Dave.
Grinner at some point.
Yeah, Grinner's got some good hogs showing up on camera down there. That'll be a fun one to go to, and then hunt down there. And then I think me, Carter, and Dave Williams are going to try to catch a hog tomorrow night.
I forgot
possibly.
about that. I'm glad you reminded me. I've been working, and my brain's all messed up. I've been working too hard.
I was talking about that.
We got that.
About with Dave. What that mean? You talking yesterday or something, or today or something?
Yeah.
I told Nate I said we need to get it hooked up and come out and go with y'all and Dave one time at least.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Dave's. I mean, I got some spots to go to, and right now, obviously, turkey season probably to go at nighttime, but man, Dave's got some hell of a spots too, you know, and so we got that coming up, and then I know April will be Marc Bannister's Bay at Hickory Crossing. I think that's the plot. That's the plot bay. Correct me if I'm wrong. The APA show.
I'm bringing them Brindle pups, boys.
So, are you? Well, that'd be good. That'd be real good. That's always a fun time. So I'll try to be up there. I'm off the fire hall for those 2 days, so I'll be out there Saturday and Sunday. Hopefully, get the girls in the youth bay. But like, it's gonna be hard, man. It's because like the kid's fixing to have this baby, and that's like due date around that time, like into April, early May. So I'm trying to figure out where I can get down to damn Abbeville for the Oak Mogi on the May 10th.
Yeah.
I'm trying hard, buddy. I know my dad's got to go down there and pick up a dog box that he ordered from Unique Outdoors, Hannah Hunt Supply.
Yeah.
Shout out them. They got them good dog boxes for the low. But
right.
So I know that's May 10th. That's going to be a big turnout, man. Like I said, I've been saying that last year was big, and I called it, and there were 7,500 people there. There's going to be that, if not more people this year. But I know they do have lights put in, and I know they're ganged up. I talked to the people that own the place, or not own the place, that are running it. I know they got, this was 2 weeks ago, I know they have at least like 25 hogs so far.
Make the check out to Dixie Doggers.
I hope so, man. I'll be proud of you if you don't. If old Tadpole and Odom don't beat you, we'll
that's 2 times, and that's just, that was just nothing but luck of the draw. They can say what they want to. It was luck of the draw, boys.
Yeah. But
if Chaos looks as good as he did at Uncle Earl's, they definitely got their hands full.
Yeah, he was balling.
Yeah.
But like I said, there ought to be some good hogs there. It's a good time. I'm praying I can make it. Obviously, family comes first, and family comes first. But I know my dad will be down there, and I think like we talked about Brett Nettles, I think he's driving up with his family. I think my cousin Connor is going to drive up. Like I know there's going to be a bunch of people that I know that are going to be going. So hopefully I can make it. If not, I'm going to miss y'all. But I know Carter will hold down the fort for B&B while we're there.
Oh, yeah.
Because cut me loose. Crank me up and cut me loose.
Carter going to have to get a hotel down yonder.
Yeah, I ain't driving home after that.
Shit, no, we're not either. Not this time. Last time, like I think we slept in like 3 different parking lots.
Man, I'm gonna have to bring a hot stick down there. Probably.
I had to work in the fire hall the next day. That was shitty.
I'm gonna have to bring a hot stick down there this year, probably.
Yeah.
A what?
A hot stick. A hot shot.
For the dogs, or to keep something else off you.
No, I'm gonna have to keep them women off of me, boy.
That's what I was figuring. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they got a lot of. Are they going to do the nursing home again?
Hey, that boy trying to get some dry shots, boy, and that boy trying to get some.
I get so tickled. He gets me tickled.
Don't be talking about that.
Well,
I'm going to give me a free pair of dry shots at Earl.
No, you better not say nothing about that.
Yeah.
We'll tell you off the line.
Oh, I already know. I already know.
Start with
they hear that hot shot
I got a fucking pair of dry shot hippers, boys. I got mine. Hey, I got mine. Y'all talking to the old pro now. Come on.
Oh my God.
Hey, y'all know them.
I told Rodney, he's like, man, I need some new boots. I said, you know what? I can hook you up. Come over here.
Oh Lord.
Hey, you know them tennis rackets they use to swat bugs with, like wasps and stuff?
Yeah.
I might give me one of them.
Hell yeah.
They'll hear that thing charge up, and you'll know which one it is. They'll hear it charge up, and they'll just scatter.
Yep.
Like them cur dogs.
That's it.
They hear that hot shot start charging up, and everybody shuts up in the box.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be scattered out all over the place in Abbeville. We'll have to go pick them up.
Hey, I'm already trying to be funny right now. If you're dead ass serious about going to Abbeville to the Bay, the Bay starts pretty early and they go on through a while. But your ass better get there early to find a good spot to park. Because
no doubt.
If not, you're gonna be SOL and parking near the road.
Yes.
It gets tight by there and it gets packed full. So y'all better, if y'all gonna go, y'all better not piss around and like try to show up at like 11 o'clock because you're not gonna be able to park nowhere.
6:30 that morning, I think. Me and Rodney did. And I started calling
Thank God you saved us a spot.
Yeah,
thank God you saved us a spot.
And look, it wasn't me. I talked to a couple of guys that listen to us on, listen to the podcast, and they follow all of us on social media, and they were shaking hands. They was like, man, I can't believe you guys are here and all that. I said, hey, while y'all are here, pull your trucks over here, kind of block this little area off. That was at like 7 o'clock in the morning, dude. There were people piling in that place. That son of a bitch was packed. Man, there was a lot of folks there.
It's like I said, man, it's gonna be bigger this year. I'm telling you, if the weather's right, that's the only thing that holds it. If the weather's right, it's gonna be massive.
Oh yeah, ain't no doubt.
It's gonna be massive.
So, well, man, that'll work. Y'all got anything else y'all want to throw out there? So leave it.
Man, I had a good story to close the last one. I don't know if I got one on this one.
Well,
yeah,
about that girl that she escaped the pen from the farmer. Nah.
Yeah. Well, we'll let you slide on this one. It's all.
I'll come up with one.
I think we've been telling some pretty good. Y'all been telling some pretty good ones the whole time. So I mean, it's been an exciting month, So
it's been a long one, man. It's been definitely a long one, but it was a fun one.
That's right.
I want to say shout out to Spud. He's a big helper and sponsor of the events we do. He hit a lick at Earl, and I'm proud to see him do that.
Spud's gonna hit a lick when he comes up here next Wednesday and brings me my kennel. Guaranteed he's gonna hit a lick off of that. Yeah.
Also,
he's like, oh, you got the good friend discount. I'm gonna start calling Spud plus. He's like, oh, you got the good friend discount, and the good buddy discount, and the good dog discount, and the whole time he's just hitting that plus button.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, plus them up.
Oh, but yes, sir.
He's one of the realest people I've ever met, though. He's a
I even got a dog to put in that kennel. Like, I mean, I might just pile all 6 of them in one bay.
That's right.
Ain't no doubt. So,
well, fellas,
I'll Spud.
Yeah,
he's the best.
He's 100% legit. There ain't no doubt about it. So, hey, if y'all need some kennels built, Animal Housing Solutions, y'all holler at him. Y'all holler at old Spud. Y'all can find him on Facebook and Google it or whatever. America's Most Wanted. He might be on there a couple of times. I don't know. Go to the post office. They might have his number. But find Animal Housing Solutions to get all your kennels and stuff.
For sure. And if you need something messed up, give me a holler because I'll do it for you.
If you have a really nice dog or a nice truck, 4-wheeler, or even a girlfriend that you want just wrecked, Carter can do it. Call Carter. 1-800-SHIT-ON-SHOATS. That's what we do. Get him, baby.
Yeah.
I got one more story.
I don't know about fully wrecked. I don't know about fully wrecked.
So when we were down there,
a bender, not a full wreck.
Now we'll total it out, cuz I promise you that. You can send your papers to your insurance. We'll total it out. Might have to do some extra work, but we'll total it out. But I got a good story. So we're down there in hunting off of Lake Blackshear. I got a brand spanking new 4570. This thing is beautiful. It's the Rossi Black version 4570. Got a nice thick rail on the top. Man, she's beautiful. Threaded barrel, all this stuff. And I got me a little rack on my four-wheeler. Well, the dogs were bayed or doing something down in there, and I didn't feel like walking. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to drive the four-wheeler down there. Man, not 15 seconds into my ride, I had ripped the gun rack off of my four-wheeler. The Tacom gun looks like it's been used for 15 years. And I just threw the dog box. I threw it in the dog box and then threw dogs on top of it. I was like, well, I mean, I reckon, this thing had about a beach worth of sand in it. And I got home and I was like, man, I can't use that thing like that. I need to take it apart and clean it up. Well, what they don't do when you buy a rifle these days is send you with a detailed diagram of where everything goes.
Oh, Lord.
So I got this rifle torn, slapped to pieces, and then don't know how to put it back together. And I got it about halfway back together.
You got to call Forrest Gump.
I'll be completely honest. I just gave up. And so this rifle is sitting in the back of my hunting truck right now in half. I got all the screws and stuff in a little Zen container, and I'm fixing to just have to take it to somebody. And then
he's got a $1,200 gun. He's got a $1,200 gun just sitting back there.
Oh, it's just tore apart right now. But then 2 days ago, I was gonna go hunting, and I look at the bottom of my four-wheeler, and I see this green slime coming out of there. I said, "Oh, that ain't good, boys. That is not good." So I looked up underneath there, and my coolant leaking bad.
You gotta get that hammer out, Joe.
She was running hot. And honestly, I'll be completely honest. I thought about just JB welding a ring around the coolant hose because it wasn't a big hose. But I really wanted to go hunting, but I didn't because I'm not walking for these dogs that I've got now. Like, I'm just not doing it. I'm not walking.
Mm-hmm.
And so next day, I was like, all right, I'm going to tear this thing apart. Man, I had that four slap ripped in half, sending Snapchats to the boys like, oh, she's going to end up like my 4570.
Oh, my Lord.
I had it ripped apart. I mean, the way people make things now, it's just impossible to work on them. I'm trying to shove my hand in like a 1-inch slot to try and slide the hose back on after I just cut off the bad part. And I couldn't get it, so I had to rip the rest of the four-wheeler apart. And I'm like, this thing's going to end up like my 4570. We're going to have to drag it on the trailer. I'm going to take all the screws up to CC Cycle in Milledgeville, Georgia, and they're going to have to put it back together. But I finally got it put back together, and she's running smooth now. So I'm back on the trailer, boys.
1-1.
No.
Well, I mean, that's 50%. That ain't bad.
Hey, 50%, man. That's pretty good for me.
That's almost passive.
I can bush mechanic a little bit. I'll figure it out if you give me enough time. But I could not figure that 4570 out.
Now the lever mechanisms are different. Any lever action.
Well, I can. Yeah, well, I got my 30-30 that I always use that Winchester 95, and I've taken that thing apart a couple times, but that Rossi R95, it's a new gun, so there's nothing out on it. There's no YouTube on it. And boy, I got in a bind, and I could not figure out how to put that thing back together. So it's in two pieces, laying in the back seat of my truck. So,
well, I mean,
I'm gonna have to take that somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, at least you got enough sense to not just like try to put it to keep on with. It's what I'm saying. I know a guy.
I kept on with it for a while.
he kept on. He got it back together, and he had the spring and a screw left. I was like, hey, I would not shoot this fucking gun. He was like, oh, I'm gonna try it. I was like, I'm telling you, I would not shoot. I wouldn't take a chance on it. Well, he shot it, and it came apart. And he's very, very lucky. Yeah, I mean, very lucky. He's got a big old scar on his cheek. Happy, so it was. Scar on his cheek, blowed the hair off the side of his head. I don't know what happened or what he did, or what caused it, but don't do that.
That's right.
So
you ought not to. Yep. You ought not to.
You ought not to, boys.
Ought not.
Well, 10-4, man. Well, that'll work.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for joining us and keeping us updated with the busy, hectic life of the Boars N Broads, the world's most famous.
We appreciate you, man. we appreciate y'all, you and Nathan, for you doing that, what y'all do, man. You're, like I always say, it's always a blessing, and we really appreciate everything y'all do for the dog world and give everybody a voice to speak their mind about what's going on. So we appreciate that.
We appreciate y'all, brother. Y'all be good.
I got one more side note.
Oh,
I got one more side note.
Side note.
My boy has just qualified to be a corporal in the fire department.
Oh,
really?
Oh, yeah.
He
Good
is just qualified to be a corporal in the fire department.
I passed my pump test today to be considered past the backup driver, and then soon I take two more written tests, and then I can become a corporal. So I'm very excited.
Look at this.
Moving on up,
deal.
boy.
Congratulations.
Well, I mean, that's
Thank you.
really, for real. Congratulations on that, and that goes to show you that, hey, Carter wants you to succeed, and that there's not a lot of people that'll even do that anymore. They don't even be like, hey, check out what my boy's doing here, and hats off to Carter on that side of it. Work with each other, support each other, and and not just say it here and there, but you do it all the time. And that's what makes you guys you. That's what makes you special, and that's why we love you.
But we love y'all too.
No homo.
Yeah. Hey, let's go hunt. I'm trying to go hunt in Alabama.
All righty.
Y'all can't handle this.
I'm trying to go hunt.
I'm gonna throw that
I'm
deep
trying to
cast
go.
200-yard cast dog on you.
Hey, I don't know about them mountain dogs. The mountains and the mine shafts. We need to go towards Demopolis.
Oh, you want to go? No, we ain't taking you to Demopolis, bro. We're going to Bankhead if you come up here. So
I'll go
wherever.
On that trip, boys.
All right.
I'll be sick on that one.
All right.
Oh, Lord.
Well, man, y'all be careful.
Man. Y'all have a good night.
And
yes, sir.
Until the next time, man, y'all be good. We'll see y'all.
That's right. We'll see
y'all.
y'all.
We'll see y'all in May or April. May.
Right on.
Hey, you going to Marc? We'll see you in April.
Yes,
yep.
I'm definitely.
We'll see y'all soon.
I say it is April. What y'all talking about? Today's April 1st.
Oh shit! We'll see you in 27 days.
See you then.
All right. We'll see y'all
later. Bye. All righty. That's our guys there. They the realest dogging content on the social media deal.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all make sure y'all check them out. If you're not subscribed, be a subscriber. I think everybody in the world's a subscriber though, or follows them like they do. And also merchandise like hats and shirts and stuff. Y'all hit the website. Y'all check them out. They've got t-shirts and hats. They've got the Hey Dudes and man, all kinds of stuff. Go check them out. Check them out. That's where we get all our badass B&B attire.
Their website will be in the description.
Amen. All right. So if y'all have anybody that you think would qualify as a good guest, contact Nate or myself. We'll be vetting people as well. We're not just going to not just everybody, but I'm looking for some guys who are heavy into the fox pens and the coyote dogs. I want to get a couple of those guys on, preferably some old timers. So if y'all know anybody that you think would be good for that, y'all holler at us, let us know, and we'll see if we can't make it happen. Until the next time, we'll see y'all. Thank you.
Thank you. Hope you enjoyed that episode. If there's anything or anyone you'd like to hear on the podcast, or if you'd like to come hunt with us, don't hesitate to contact us at dixiedoggers01@gmail.com.